Hi everyone. Yeah, I just can't wait to get these English muffins done, so I just thought I'd make this short video. It's not going to take too long, and this is our pre-made mix we made on my previous video. And what do we need here? We need 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. I don't use active dry, I use instant yeast, so you have to do the comparison. 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast is 2/3 of a tablespoon of instant. So 2/3. Two-thirds of a tablespoon, so we need 2/3 of a tablespoon. And there's probably a different way to measure this out, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Just get your tablespoonful and take it down to 2/3, and it's going into my it's going straight into my mixing bowl here. It's going on the mixer. I don't need to let this sit to bubble because it's the instant yeast, so it should work fine. And yeast and water. And we need 1.5 cups of lukewarm water up to 45 degrees. It's 44, so it should be absolutely fine. It's going on top of the yeast. And I like to give that a little stir. Butter, Martin. And there's a 1/4 cup or 60 grams of melted butter going in, straight on top of that water and yeast mixture. Sorry. And there's 4 to 4.5 cups of this mix we made up. It's going to be the same principle, so I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to add 4 cups. There's 1. 2. 3. And it says 4 to 4.5, so I'm going to add 4 and see how I go, and can play about with the other half. It says you can do this by hand, but I choose to do it in the mixer. I'm just going to get it combined all together and then see if I need the 4th, the half cup, and I'm going to let it knead for 5 minutes. And I'll just show you what it looks like with the 4 cups. Now, that is quite sticky, so I'm going to add the half cup, the full half cup. I'll just let all that combine, and get that off the top of a beater would help, wouldn't it? And go down in there. I'm just going to let this work away here and see if I need any more. It looks absolutely fine now, so I'm going to let this go for 5 minutes. Hope you can all see. I don't want to block any more of that lovely sunshine out. This is the 8th of January, and it's like -2 outside and the sun's shining. Figure that one out. It's a beautiful day though, even if it is cold. So no better reason to be in the kitchen, huh? Let me just get all this off, and I'm going to put it out onto my glass kitchen topper here, so I don't have to clean the whole bench. Just get rid of that. Put just a little bit of the all-purpose flour out, and I'm going to scrape this all out. I'm just going to go back in here, so I'm just going to, that actually feels good. That's, I just want to form it into a ball and keep turning it and bring it in itself. Pinch it underneath, and it's good looking dough. Okay, just grab some oil. It says butter in the original recipe, but I'm just using oil. And I'm going to lift this, put it in upside down, and flip it over. And just make sure there's oil on every part of it. You don't want it to dry out on you. Okay, so this is going into my hot press now. It says for at least half an hour. Just let it double in size, and when that happens I'll bring you back. Okay, so this dough's been sitting, it's actually been sitting longer than half an hour, about 40 minutes, and it has doubled in size. It looks like that, looks good. And it says to get 2 oven sheets ready with cornmeal. So I bought a big bag of cornmeal and I put it into this bucket. Oh, and get it opened. And it says just to give the trays a light dusting off it. Never tasted cornmeal before, so it's one good thing about following different recipes from different countries. It opens your eyes to a lot of different stuff. I think that would be pretty significant. And I'll just set those to the side. Put my lid back on. And I'm just going to dust, put a light dust on the floor out here on the table on the counter. Just a light dust on the floor. And get my dough out. And it says not to punch it down, so try and put all the air in it. It looks good. And just grab my rolling pin here. Put a wee fine coating of flour on my rolling pin as well. Don't want it to be sticking. And a wee bit over the top. And it says to roll these to half an inch thickness. That's good dough, that's not even sticking. Just going to put a little bit more flour down. Get these rolled out. I reckon that's a good thickness. I don't want to make them too small. And that's where my fingerprints were. I don't have, the biggest cutter I have is, I'm going to use this, is a Canon, wide mouth Canon ring. I'm just going to flour it up there and push down and give it a bit of a twirl. These are going to be a good size. Just make sure you turn it so it doesn't all stick. I need to get myself some bigger cookie cutters, some bigger sized ones. I've got a box full, but they're all novelty ones, not ready for this sort of thing. Give it a bit of a turn so it's cutting right through. I get great pleasure out of doing like this. And get even more pleasure whenever the boys come in and start tasting these and see if they like them. And you know, whenever they want seconds, or that's great, make that again. Makes you feel good. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this and I'll get a wee flat surface just to release those. Just to get them up and keep their shape. So they're nice circles, about that size. And it says to put them on the tray and turn them and sort of try and dab the tops with the cornmeal. And we'll see how many we get out of this. And there's a wee covering of that, just pat it on. Well, I think that's enough cornmeal, guys. What do you think? I don't know. I've never made these before, so I'm just going with what the book says. We have to let these sit again for their second rise, just for like 30 minutes before we cook them off. I'm just rubbing that cornmeal onto each one of them. And I don't think I've got enough there. I think I need some more of that. Put a bit more out. Put some more cornmeal on there, because that's not enough. And just pat it down, turn it over, and give the other side the same. I'll try and get 8 on here. I want to give them room for their second rise. And turn it down and turn it over. And just give that cornmeal a good rub over the top. I think by chance I'm around to put those all in one tray, so I'm going to actually do I'll just put 6 on one tray. And I want them to keep their nice round shapes as well, so you're probably better not hand them too much. Just pat it down and turn it over. You can always shake the excess off when they're going into the pan. I reckon that's what's going to give them a nice flavour as well, so no point in taking it all off, is there? They look good. And just get the rest of this all put into a bowl. I don't want to work any more flour into it or anything, so I'm just going to just give it a squeeze to get it all back together. Not too much of a squeeze. And a wee bit more flour. And roll it down again to 1/2 inch, which in my book is my thumbnail. Works for 1/2 inch for me. wee bit more, take a tiny bit more. It's a wee bit too high. I want it sort of the same as the rest of them. And do the same again. 1, 2, 3, and that's another 4. And pat it down on the tray, give it a flip, and get some more of that cornmeal in there. And you've got a lot on you, so yeah, I wonder how many this was supposed to make. Turn you over. Give you a good coating. That's 12, so that is this. Makes 12 4-inch muffins. So mine must be a bit smaller than 4-inch. So I'll just make room on here. Make it for that cornmeal. A wee bit sprinkle on top. And probably get another one out of this. I don't want to be too severe on it. This will be one for the cook. I know this one's not going to look pretty, but I don't want to waste any of that dough, and I'm just going to put this one on here and keep the neat ones for the boys. This will be my one. Bit more cornmeal on. Now, it says just to cover these now and let them sit for 30 minutes, just to let them rise. So I'm just going to put some, I'm going to put cling wrap over them, and I'm going to put them back in the hot press, believe it or not. It's the best place to prove your dough if the house is cold and there's still heat in the hot press. Just make sure it's not near your laundry, like. But I place these on top of the towels as long as the trays are clean, and let them sit in there for half an hour, and then I'll get them cooked up, and hopefully these will rise. There we go. It's just to keep them clean, not getting any stray hairs coming in. Alright, so I'm going to throw these into the hot press. That's what they look like. I've got 2 trays, so I've got 13 here actually. A baker's dozen, and whenever they're risen in about half an hour, I'll be back. Okay, so just lifted these out of the hot press, and they've got a lot bigger. My old Mayer frying pan you would have seen me using, it gave up the ghost over the holidays, which I'm very sad about, and I went ahead and bought this Judge one. Just another electric one. It works absolutely fine. The only problem with it is it doesn't have the centigrade and Fahrenheit. You could have set the other one to whatever temperature you wanted. So I'm just gonna, it says to cook these at 165, so I've set this on number 3, which is like the medium, and I'm just gonna put a wee bit of the cornmeal in, just to see if it's too hot, it'll smoke and this one has one of those regulators on it that it turns itself on and off, which I didn't realise actually whenever I was ordering it, or I wouldn't have actually ordered it. But I mean, it works fine. It's just not really what I was wanting it for, but I want to turn that down because it's smoking a wee bit there, and the likelihood is it'll cook the outside and the centres won't be cooked, so we'll just turn it down a bit. I'll put it down to number 2, I think, before we start putting these in. They look lovely. That's still smoking a wee bit there, and the cornmeal's actually, you can see where it's browning a wee bit, so it was obviously too hot. I'll bring that around, you can see. And my mic decided to die as well, guys, so hopefully the camera's receiving the audio. Well, that's stopped smoking there now, so I'm just gonna gently put them in, and I reckon get 4 in here. See how these beauties turn out. And I think what would be probably better to do is to put the lid on, try and keep the heat in there. It's for this one, because it turns itself off, you have to sort of trust it that it's going to turn itself back on again, if that makes sense. Just get a cooling rack. You see in there, guys? We're rising a good bit more. As I say, I have to put the faith in the fact that it's going to heat itself up and then cool itself down again, so I have to sort of work around with it a wee bit, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up one of the other ones. My old one, I had it for like, oh, donkey's years, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was MEYER from what I remember, and it lasted for ages, and you could regulate the temperature and everything on it, so I could bake my wheaten breads and soda breads, no bother on it. That's just one of those things, I reckon. Yeah, it's holding the heat okay, but it's not overly hot. So we'll just let them sit there for a while, and I'll keep an eye on them, see how hot they get. The last thing I want to do is for them to burn. And I'm just going to play about with this, keep the temperature down. Okay, I'm just going to play about with the heat here again, turn it up a wee bit. I'm going to take the lid off and see what they're like. They're getting big like, but I don't have much confidence that they're going to cook properly in this. And I'm going to put another wee bit of this cornmeal down, just stop them from getting burnt. Oh, they actually are cooked on one side, but I say I don't want to turn the heat up too much, or they look nice. What do you think, guys? I think I've used too much cornmeal. It's something I'm not really familiar with, so just trial and error. You can feel like the air in them there, so a wee bit of cornmeal down so that they don't. And put the lid on again. Give them another few minutes. Okay, let's just check these. I've been sitting there for like 3 or 4 minutes. I think I put too much cornmeal on there, guys. Not sure. I'm just gonna stick the, hey, it's actually coming out completely dry. So I'm gonna call that good. Does that look like a regular muffin? I'm not sure. It's not something we really buy a lot of, but I think I might have overdone the cornmeal, but the cocktail stick is coming out dry on these, so I presume they're cooked. We'll be cutting into one anyway, so yeah. I'm going to take that batch as being done. And I suppose the good thing is keeping the heat down in this pan. So get the next lot in. I'm just going to scrape that cornmeal that's been in there to the side. And I'll put a little bit less in this one. Just a wee faint scatter of it just to stop them sticking to the bottom. And get the rest of these cooked up. And it on. And finish for that one. What do you think? I mean, they're a good height, and they actually smell delicious. But let's see what my family. I know I've went a bit too heavy on the cornmeal, I think, but hey, it's fine. They'll all be eaten. Just nothing gets thrown out in this house. Alright, so I'll get the rest of these cooked up and then I'll be back. Okay, so this little electric skillet has actually worked fine for me. It's just a matter, I suppose, of getting used to the new one. So I cooked all these off and they do look good, I must say so. What do you think? They look like proper muffins. I might have went a bit heavy with the cornmeal, and this was the cook's one. It's been sitting there a wee bit longer because it's that big. So I'll just turn that off. You don't need that anymore. And don't need my toothpick anymore. This is, when you look at this one, this is my one, and this is the proper size ones. So this is what was left. It's big, isn't it? And I just want to get different knife. I want a serrated knife. Cut this open and see what it looks like inside. Fingers crossed they're cooked, guys. Just can't wait to taste it. Oh, they look good. They do look nice. Nice texture. This one's really hot. It's just come off the pan. I'll put a bit of butter on. Or next thing to butter for me is margarine. I don't eat a lot of butter. And I'll give this a taste test. And I've got myself a big mug of tea. They are good. I can taste the cornmeal. It's actually a really lovely flavour. Oh, yeah. So good. They're really nice. Not overly sweet, and that cornmeal is gorgeous. I've actually seen recipes of Jiffy Mix, I think that's what it's called. It's something I've never used before, so I'm going to try that as well. So there you go, guys. Here's my muffins. Don't look too bad for first time. And the boys will demolish these. I'm just going to keep a clean towel over them until they dry down. So I'm just going to nip off, sit down for 5 minutes and enjoy this muffin and have a cup of tea. It's a bit chilly out there. The sun's gone down now, so goodness knows what temperatures we'll get to tonight. Anyways, hope you liked this video, guys. Haven't asked for a while, so if you like this video, just give me a wee thumbs up or just hit the like button. It helps my channel out greatly. Alright, and as I say, English muffins, that's number 1 down off. So I've got a list of things I want to do from this book, and anybody that has this book, I made page 259, which was the English muffins, and yes, I would definitely make them again. They're gorgeous, and hopefully having that quick mix will be more convenient for me. You can get them made up in no time. Alright, so you have a lovely night, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now, guys. Cheers.